I called OSHA on my job and nobody knows it was me that did it. This happened a little over a year ago. I work at a chain spa as an esthetician. Our building isn't in the best shape, but our property manager is notoriously difficult to deal with. We're in a small strip, and there's about 3 other businesses that share our strip. Our building had an issue, can't remember if it was the roof or the AC unit, but water was leaking into the ceiling and causing water damage. We had to remove and replace several ceiling tiles before, but this time it got really bad. A ceiling tile fell off in the hallway and water was pouring from it. Want to know the solution my job came up with? They put a garbage bin underneath the leak and called it a day. We started calling it our Tranquility Waterfall as a joke. Imagine taking your client back for what's supposed to be a relaxing service, and you first have to pass the obnoxiously loud cascade of water flowing into an industrial-sized garbage can. Nobody was doing anything about it. Management seemed to think it wasn't that big of a deal. But the service providers were starting to get worried. Water damage was spreading to the massage rooms, and some therapists were worried a ceiling tile might fall on them, or a client during a service. OMG, can you imagine? LOL. It was a completely ridiculous situation. To make it worse, before they put the garbage bin down, water had already seeped into the carpet, so now the whole building smelled like mildew. Again, everyone was talking about it, but no one was doing anything. My coworkers were wondering when a client was going to finally call OSHA on us. I decided I didn't want to wait, so I went to their website and filed a complaint. On the website, they said it might take up to 30 days for any action to be taken. I kind of sighed and started to doubt myself. Maybe it wasn't that big of an issue. A few days later, I overheard my managers in the office talking about OSHA. Seemed like my complaint actually did something. We had to shut down for a few days. Everything got fixed, thankfully. I can't remember if the issue was with the roof or the AC unit. They had mold inspectors come out, and they must have found something because one of our massage rooms had to be completely gutted and redone, drywall and everything. It sucked being down a room for a while, but no one was complaining afterwards since the room was much nicer than it was before, LOL. I never told anyone at my job about it. I don't know why, it just feels slightly embarrassing for some reason. I don't want to be perceived as a Karen or complainer because I'm really not. I tell myself that if I hadn't done it, eventually someone else would have. Better sooner than later.